A new nationwide report from LaRue says that attempts to ban books are at their highest level in 20 years. And Colorado is one of a handful of states where more than 100 books are being targeted. So each year, the American Library Association tracks efforts to ban or censor material in public libraries, and schools, and universities. So far this year, they have reported challenges to nearly 2,000 books across the country. And there are libraries in 11 states, including in Colorado, who say that they have dealt with challenges to more than 100 book titles this year alone. We reached out to James LaRue, who spent years leading the American Library Association's research before he came home to Colorado to run the Garfield Public Library District. He told us the latest spike in book ban campaigns are being led by conservative advocacy groups that coordinate state to state.
I think it's more about the will to power. It's about the attempt to seize political control, about the attempt to raise campaign money by kind of riling up the base about, oh my gosh, look at this terrible stuff happening at the library. And although people often talk about it like the problem is sex, it's always sex about LGBTQ people or people of color. So I think that this is a moment in our history when these shifts in our society are upsetting a lot of people and they're striking out at institutions.
So there is the outside pressure, and then there is the internal response from libraries. Late last week, Library Board in Weld County reached a $250,000 settlement with a librarian they fired for running anti-racist and pro-LGBTQ workshops. Brookie Park says the High Plains Library District canceled her programs for being quote-unquote inflammatory. She says she pushed back against the new rules and got fired. The State Civil Rights Commission sided with her. So the settlement will cost that library district $250,000 and also requires that they add policies encouraging inclusive content.
I went for a year, almost a year, being unemployed, and to try to do that and fight this kind of battle is really hard for just one person to do. And so, you know, I would encourage the communities to pay attention to what their libraries are doing, whether it be school library or public library, and come forward and take a stand and speak up and make your voices heard.
The Library District's Board of Trustees started changing some policies last week, but they still have that ban on so-called inflammatory content.